child of light. Have you noticed how even the smallest flame shines brightest in the deepest darkness? You are that flame, carrying a light that no shadow can overcome. Though the path has tested your resolve, you have not faltered in my eyes. Every stumble, every hesitation has only drawn you closer to the truth. You are stronger than you realize because I am your strength. When the winds howl and the night feels endless, remember this: storms are not forever. Just as the morning follows the longest night, so will your joy return, brighter and fuller than before. Do you trust this, my dear one? Do you believe that even in what seems like silence, I am working for your good? The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. As you reflect on your journey, know this: nothing you have endured has been wasted. Every tear has watered the ground for new growth, and every sigh of exhaustion has reached my heart. You may feel weary, but I see resilience in you. You may feel unsure, but I have laid a steady path beneath your feet. Walk with me, and I will make your steps sure. There is beauty in the waiting, though it often goes unnoticed. The time you've spent searching, longing, and persevering has not been empty. It has been sacred preparation. Like the sculptor chisels away at stone to reveal the masterpiece within, I am shaping you, patiently, lovingly, into the person you are called to be. Trust this process, even when the chisel feels sharp. Take heart, traveler of faith. The road ahead holds promises fulfilled and blessings abundant. Yet even as you anticipate what is to come, do not overlook the gifts of this moment. The simple joys, the quiet mercies, and the whispers of my love, they are all around you, reminders that I have never left your side. And when doubts arise, as they sometimes will, do not let them take root. Speak truth to your heart: God is within me, I will not fall. Psalm 46:5. You are upheld by my hand, carried by my grace, and sustained by my love. Even when the answers seem distant, the truth is unwavering: I am with you, always and forever. The best is yet to come, my cherished one, and you are closer to the dawn than you think. Continue forward with courage and trust, for the light is breaking, and it will illuminate all you've hoped and prayed for. Walk in peace, knowing that I go before you, beside you, and within you. Always. Child of grace. Have you ever paused to notice how a tree bends but does not break under the weight of the wind? This is how I see you, resilient, enduring, and standing firm even when life's storms rage against you. Though the branches of your heart may feel stretched and your spirit tested, know that your roots run deep in the soil of my love. You will not be uprooted, for I am your foundation. I see the questions you carry, the ones you whisper in the quiet moments when no one else is around. Why must the road be so hard? How long must I wait for peace? I know the weight of these questions, and though you may not yet understand the fullness of the answers, I assure you, there is purpose in every step, even the painful ones. You are walking a sacred journey, one that I have designed with love and precision. Each step, no matter how small or hesitant, leads you closer to the fulfillment of my promises. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. Trust does not mean you will always see the way ahead clearly, but it does mean you can rest in the knowledge that I do. Beloved, I see the weariness etched into your soul, the moments when you feel like the burdens you carry are too heavy to bear. Let me remind you of this truth: you were never meant to carry them alone. When your strength falters, lean into mine. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. This rest is not just for your body but for your heart, your mind, and your spirit. You may feel unseen in your struggles, but I assure you that you are deeply known. Every tear, every prayer, every silent sigh is precious to me. I gather your tears as treasures, not as signs of defeat, but as evidence of your courage to feel deeply and love fully. Do not underestimate the strength it takes to face each day with hope when the night feels endless. Remember this, my dear one, the wilderness is not your final destination. The trials you face are not without purpose, they are refining you. Just as gold is purified in fire, your faith and resilience are being strengthened in ways you cannot yet perceive. You are not losing, you are becoming. The you that is emerging from this season is stronger, wiser, and more radiant than before. Take a moment to look back on the path you've traveled. Can you see my hand at work, guiding you through valleys you thought you'd never cross? Can you see the moments of grace that sustained you, the unexpected blessings that appeared just when you needed them most? These are reminders that I have been with you all along, and I will continue to be with you every step of the way. As you move forward, do not fear the unknown. The road ahead may seem uncertain, but I have already walked it before you. I have prepared a way, and I am your guide. You are never alone, even in the moments when silence feels deafening. My plans for you are not to harm you but to give you hope and a future, Jeremiah 29:11. When doubt whispers that you are not enough, that you are too broken or too far gone, silence it with this truth: you are my beloved, and nothing can separate you from my love. Not your mistakes, not your fears, not even your darkest moments. You are mine, and I am yours. Lift your eyes, child. The horizon is not as far as it seems, and the light is already breaking through the clouds. Peace and blessings are on the way, not because you have earned them, but because I delight in giving good gifts to my children. You are part of a greater story, one that is still being written. The chapters you are living now, though filled with challenges, will one day be a testimony of my faithfulness and your resilience. Hold on to this truth: every moment of hardship will be redeemed, and every wound will be healed. The best is yet to come. For now, rest in my love. Let it surround you, fill you, and remind you that you are never alone. I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Continue forward in faith, my precious one, for I am making all things new. You are held, you are loved, and you are never forgotten. Always remember, the struggles you face are temporary, but my love for you is eternal. Lift your head, for your redemption is near. Keep walking, keep trusting, and know that I am with you every step of the way. The dawn is coming, and it will be glorious beyond your imagination. Even in the darkest night, my child, there is a light that cannot be extinguished, a light that resides deep within you. I placed it there, a spark of my eternal presence, to remind you that no shadow can overcome the brilliance of my love. You may feel lost or overwhelmed, but know this: you are never beyond my reach. I am with you in the valleys, just as I am on the mountaintops. My love surrounds you like the air you breathe, constant and sustaining, even when you cannot see it. You might wonder, why must I endure this pain? Why does the road feel so long and heavy? I see those questions forming in your heart, and I do not dismiss them. Your struggles are not meaningless, they are shaping you in ways you cannot yet perceive. The pressure you feel is not meant to crush you but to refine you, much like a diamond is formed under great weight. You are becoming stronger, more radiant, and more resilient with every challenge you face. Trust me, beloved, for I see the bigger picture. Your life is part of a grand tapestry, woven together with care and intention. Right now, you may see only the frayed edges and tangled threads, but I see the masterpiece taking shape. Nothing is wasted, not your tears, not your prayers, not even your doubts. Every moment, even the ones filled with sorrow, is being used to create something beautiful and meaningful. Do you remember the promise I made long ago? I will never leave you nor forsake you, Deuteronomy 31:8. That promise holds true today. When you feel like you are walking through a wilderness, know that I am right there with you. I am the pillar of cloud by day and the fire by night, guiding your steps and lighting your path. You are never walking alone. Take heart, for the wilderness is not the end of your journey. It is a place of preparation, a sacred space where you are being equipped for what lies ahead. Just as I led my people through the desert toward the promised land, so too am I leading you toward a future filled with hope and blessings. The road may be winding, and the progress may feel slow, but every step brings you closer to the fulfillment of my promises. When the weight of life feels too heavy to bear, remember that I am your refuge and strength. Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you. Psalm 55:22. You do not have to carry your burdens alone. Lay them at my feet, and I will lift them from your shoulders. Let me be your strength when yours runs out, your peace in the midst of chaos, and your comfort in times of sorrow. Do not be afraid to rest, my dear one. Rest is not a sign of weakness, it is a gift I have given you to restore your soul. Even I rested after creating the heavens and the earth, and I call you to do the same. In rest, you will find renewal. In stillness, you will hear my voice. Take time to pause, to breathe, and to simply be in my presence. You are not defined by what you accomplish or how much you achieve. You are mine, and that is enough. Let your heart be open to the beauty that surrounds you, even in this season of difficulty. The sunrise that breaks through the morning clouds, the gentle rustling of leaves in the wind, the smile of a stranger, these are my whispers of love, reminders that I am near. Find joy in the small moments, for they are gifts meant to sustain you. You are stronger than you realize, and you have come farther than you think. Look back on the path you've traveled and see how far you've come. Every obstacle you've overcome, every challenge you faced, is a testament to your resilience and my faithfulness. You may feel weary, but you are not defeated. The same power that raised Christ from the dead lives in you, giving you strength to rise again. There is a purpose in your waiting, and it is not without reward. Just as a farmer waits for the harvest after sowing seeds, so too must you wait for the fruits of this season to bloom. Trust that the seeds of faith, perseverance, and hope you are planting now will yield a bountiful harvest in due time. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. As you press on, remember that I am not only walking beside you, I am also going ahead of you, preparing the way. The challenges you face are not surprises to me. I have already made provision for every need, every obstacle, and every heartache. When the road feels uncertain, hold on to my hand and trust that I am guiding you toward a place of peace and abundance. My beloved, you are precious to me, and your life is of immeasurable value. Do not let the voices of doubt or fear drown out the truth of who you are. You are my child, created with purpose and loved beyond measure. No trial, no mistake, no weakness can separate you from my love. Rest in that assurance, and let it be the anchor that holds you steady. The dawn is closer than you think. The night may feel long, but the sun is already rising on the horizon. Keep moving forward, even if your steps are small and hesitant. Each step is progress, each moment of faith is a victory, and each prayer is a seed of hope. Take courage, for I am with you always. You are never alone, and you are never without hope. I am the God who redeems, who restores, and who makes all things new. Trust in me, and you will see the beauty I am creating in your life. Your story is far from over, the best is yet to come. You may wonder, my dear one, why the road feels so long and the burdens so heavy. But I tell you, even now, you are walking a sacred journey. Every step you take, no matter how hesitant or uncertain, is part of a divine purpose. You see the path only in fragments, but I see the entirety of your journey. I know where it leads, and I know the glory that awaits you. Trust that I am leading you, even when you cannot see the way. Consider this, just as the seasons change, so do the circumstances of your life. The winter may seem endless, cold, and barren, but spring always follows. The flowers that bloom, the rivers that flow, the warmth that returns, they all remind you that renewal is inevitable. Your soul, too, is in a season of transformation. Do not despair in the waiting. It is in this time that I am preparing you for what is to come. Remember the story of the Israelites as they wandered in the wilderness. For 40 years, they journeyed through trials and uncertainties, often doubting my presence. Yet I never left them. By day, I was a cloud to shield them from the sun, by night, I was a fire to guide them through the darkness. Though they did not always understand my ways, I was leading them to a land of promise. You, too, are being led to a place of peace, a place of fulfillment. Hold fast, for the journey is not in vain. When you feel weak, let me be your strength. My grace is sufficient for you, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. You were never meant to carry the weight of the world on your own. I am here, offering you rest for your soul and strength for the days ahead. Lean on me, for I am unshakable, a firm foundation that cannot be moved. Do not underestimate the power of your faith, even when it feels small. Faith, like a mustard seed, has the potential to grow into something mighty and unshakable. Each prayer you whisper, each moment you choose to trust me, is like planting a seed in the soil of your life. In time, those seeds will grow into a harvest of blessings and fulfillment. Your faith is not wasted, it is a lifeline that connects you to my power and my promises. You are not forgotten, and your struggles are not ignored. Every tear you cry, every sigh of frustration, is known to me. I collect your tears and hold them close to my heart. They are precious, for they represent your deepest hopes, your greatest desires, and your most heartfelt prayers. Be assured that I am working in ways you cannot see, answering prayers in my perfect timing and according to my perfect plan. Take comfort in this, the battles you face are not yours to fight alone. I go before you, clearing the way and fighting on your behalf. The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. Rest in that truth. When you feel overwhelmed, when the storm rages around you, be still and know that I am God. I am sovereign over all things, and nothing is beyond my power. I know the world can feel chaotic and uncertain. The noise of fear and doubt may seem deafening, but do not let it drown out my voice. My voice is steady, calling you back to peace, back to hope, back to love. In the stillness of your heart, you will hear me reminding you of who you are, my beloved child, cherished and deeply loved. Let me remind you of this: there is nothing you can do to separate yourself from my love. Not your mistakes, not your doubts, not your fears. My love for you is unconditional, eternal, and unchanging. It is not based on your performance or your perfection, but on my very nature. I am love, and my love for you is steadfast and sure. When you feel like giving up, remember that I am your strength. When you feel alone, remember that I am with you. When you feel hopeless, remember that I am the God of redemption and restoration. I take what is broken and make it whole. I take what is lost and bring it home. I take what seems dead and breathe new life into it. Your story is far from over. The chapters you have lived so far are only the beginning. The best is yet to come. Trust that I am writing a story of hope and redemption, a story that will reflect my glory and my goodness. The trials you face now are part of the story, but they do not define it. They are shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the blessings that lie ahead. Do not let the weight of today rob you of the hope for tomorrow. The dawn is coming, and with it, a new day filled with promise and possibility. Hold on to hope, for it is the anchor for your soul, firm and secure. You are not alone in this journey. I am with you, guiding you, supporting you, and loving you every step of the way. So take heart, my beloved. Lift your eyes to the heavens, where your help comes from. Trust in me, for I am faithful. Rest in me, for I am your peace. Walk with me, for I am your guide. And never forget, you are deeply loved, unshakably secure, and infinitely valued. Your life has purpose, your struggles have meaning, and your future is bright with promise. The journey may be long, but you are not walking it alone. I am with you, always. Keep moving forward, one step at a time, and trust that I am leading you toward a beautiful destination. Let hope rise within you, let faith steady your heart, and let my love be the foundation upon which you stand. You are mine, and I delight in you. I know the days can feel heavy, like shadows pressing against your heart, making it hard to see the light ahead. But I ask you to pause for a moment and remember, the darkness is not forever. Just as the night surrenders to the dawn, so too will this season of hardship give way to a brighter day. You may not yet see it, but the light is already breaking through the horizon. Trust in this truth, for I am the one who makes the sun rise and the seasons change. Do you recall how the waves obeyed my voice when I calmed the storm on the sea? The same authority that silenced the winds then is at work in your life now. I am speaking peace into your storm, even when it seems relentless. Peace, be still, Mark 4:39. These are not just words of the past but my promise to you today. I see every struggle, every fear, every sleepless night, and I am working to bring calm where chaos once reigned. Yet, I also want you to know this, there is value in the storm. Just as the waves shape the shoreline, so too do your trials shape your spirit. They refine you, making you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You may not understand it now, but the storm you face is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to build you. In your weakness, my strength is revealed, and in your struggle, my purpose is unfolding. Do not fear the questions that arise in your heart. It is natural to wonder why the journey feels so difficult at times. But let me assure you, the questions you ask are not a sign of a weak faith but of a searching heart. I welcome your questions, your doubts, and your fears. Bring them to me, and I will meet you with answers, not always the ones you expect, but the ones you need. If you seek me with all your heart, you will find me, Jeremiah 29:13. In these moments of uncertainty, I want you to do something simple yet profound, look up. Lift your eyes to the heavens and remember who I am. I am the creator of all things, the one who placed the stars in the sky and called them by name. If I care for the sparrows and clothe the lilies of the field in splendor, how much more will I care for you? You are worth far more than these. Let this truth settle deep within your soul, you are cherished beyond measure, and you are never out of my sight. I know the waiting is difficult. You've prayed, you've hoped, and yet the answers seem distant. But trust me when I say this, waiting is not wasted. It is in the waiting that I am doing some of my greatest work. Like a gardener tending to seeds beneath the soil, I am nurturing something beautiful in your life, even if it has not yet broken through the surface. Patience, my beloved, for the harvest will come in due time. While you wait, I invite you to rest in me. Not the kind of rest the world offers, fleeting and shallow, but the deep, soul-refreshing rest that comes from trusting in my presence. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest, Matthew 11:28. Lay down the burdens you carry, the worries, the fears, the questions, and let me carry them for you. My shoulders are strong, and my heart is gentle. As you journey forward, I want you to remember the power of gratitude. Even in the midst of difficulty, there is always something to give thanks for. Gratitude shifts your perspective, allowing you to see my hand at work in the details of your life. Start small, thank me for the breath in your lungs, the sunrise that greets you, the people who care for you. As you cultivate a heart of gratitude, you will begin to notice blessings that once seemed hidden. Do not walk this path alone. I have placed people in your life for a reason. They are there to encourage you, support you, and remind you of my love when it feels hard to see. Reach out to them, let them be my hands and feet in your life. And do not forget to extend grace to yourself. You are human, and you are learning. Be kind to your own heart, as I am kind to you. The promises I have made to you are unchanging. I do not waver, and I do not forget. Every word I have spoken will come to pass, for my plans for you are good. I am not finished with you yet. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion, Philippians 1:6. Trust that what I have started, I will also finish. As this chapter of your life unfolds, know that it is not the end of your story. There is more ahead, more joy, more peace, more blessings than you can imagine. The trials of today are the foundation for the victories of tomorrow. Hold on to hope, for it is the anchor for your soul. Remember this, my beloved, you are never alone. I am with you, every step of the way. I am your strength in weakness, your light in darkness, and your guide in uncertainty. Keep moving forward, even when the way is unclear. I am leading you, and I will never let you go. Lift your heart, dear one. The dawn is breaking, and with it comes a new day, full of promise and possibility. Trust in me, for I am faithful. Rest in me, for I am your peace. Walk with me, for I am your guide. And know that you are deeply loved, now and always. Let this truth carry you. Your life is a masterpiece, and I am the artist, painting a picture of redemption and grace. Trust the process, trust the timing, and trust in me. I will not fail you.